while dealing with the corporate, I very often ask this question: why do I have to learn from the military? What do I have to do with that? You fight wars, I don't fight wars. I am into very deep profit making mission. You don't do that. We are so different. Why do I have to learn from you? And my answer is very simple. We are not talking about the environment. We are not talking about the context. We are talking about that one particular content, which is leadership. Now, what you have to understand is that military leaders uniquely guide their troops and teams through very rough terrain, extreme climatic conditions, and still inspire courage and resilience amongst constant pressure and risk of life and limbs. This unique responsibility of the military leader makes military leadership the ultimate test of leadership. If I have to borrow Simon Sinek's words, he says military is not better or worse than business. We are not comparing them. We are talking of the commonality. Both are different, but there's commonality. And we are talking about the leadership lessons that one learns in the military are so exaggerated because the stakes are very high. If you fail to achieve your targets in one quarter, you will achieve them in the other quarter. But once we make through any mistake a war widow, she remains a war widow for the rest of her life. In our case, the results don't come on an Excel sheet. They come back in body packs, in coffins. And therefore, it is a very, very serious type of leadership where mistakes are very costly. And therefore, because the lessons that you learn from military leadership being so exaggerated are very clear to understand. What is good is very good, and what is bad is very bad. Now, in the military, the human connection becomes the core because they all fight like a team where we have no individuality. We fight as a very solid, very bonded team, and where trust is very, very important, much more than performance, which is the other way around. In the corporate, there's no way that you would look at the trust of a person while recruiting him. But we choose to pick up people who are high on trust and maybe low or medium in performance, right? And therefore, if a corporate leader looks at how the mission is decided in the army, what clarity of vision and mission starts the process of military leadership. And from there you go down to the things that really matter, the discipline, the communication, the commitment, the time management, the resource management. If you learn all these things and apply them intelligently and appropriately, you will find that it is extremely important or extremely beneficial, I'll say, to learn from the army. And that's why I have this program called Battlefield to Boardroom, where we are talking of how to convert those experiences of battlefield. And when we are talking of battlefield in the army, we are also talking of many lessons we learn in the peacetime and apply them in the corporate world. In the last 21 years, with more than 700 corporate training programs that I've done, this has worked very well, and therefore I do want you to consider or reconsider looking at this model of battlefield to boardroom. Thank you. Jai Hind.